Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about applications of trigonometry. So here we are going to discuss about elevation and depression. Let us study how the trigonometry we are going to apply in our daily life. So before continuing with the applications, let us study some basic concepts which we require for the problem solving. So first one, we all know the right angle triangle, correct? So let us consider this angle as theta. So this is an opposite side of that angle, and this is an adjacent side, and this is a 90-degree angle, as you all know. So opposite of this is going to be a hypotenuse. So the trigonometric ratios required for this are, as we all know, sine theta, which is opposite side by hypotenuse, which is represented as O by H, cos theta, which is adjacent side by hypotenuse, which is A by H, and tan theta, which is opposite side by adjacent side, which is equal to O by A. And remember, this opposite side can also be told as height, and adjacent side we can also call this as distance. That means the applications of trigonometry is specifically for height and distances. And also we can take hypotenuse also, but heights and distance are the major concept in this. Then what else we need? We need trigonometric ratios of these three specific angles, that is 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree. Now other than this, what we need? We need a value of root 3, which is 1.732, and root 2, which is 1.414. In case if it is necessary, we will use this value, or else we can leave it. Okay, let us see how these applications work. Let us understand this by an example. Consider a person watching a tree. Okay, so if you draw a line parallel to the ground, we call that as horizontal level. So this line is drawn from the eye of an person. Imagine he is going to raise his head. So what happens? He is going to watch the top of a tree. So there will be an angle which forms between the line of sight and the horizontal level. So we call this angle as angle of elevation. Head, there it forms an angle with the horizontal level. Imagine he is going to tilt his head down. So the angle formed between the line of sight and the horizontal line is going to be an angle of depression. So remember one thing, when you raise your head, it is going to be an angle of elevation, and when you tilt your head down, it is going to be angle of depression. So this plays a very important role when we start solving the problem. Okay, before that, let us understand it with the different situation. Let us consider a building and a girl sitting on the building, then a boy and a bird and another boy. Okay, if we draw a horizontal line, we will get a lines like this. Remember, all horizontal lines are parallel. So these are the line of sights. Let us consider the bird is watching a girl. That means the bird has tilted his head down. It is going to be angle of depression. So if the girl is watching a bird, that means she has to raise her head. It is going to be angle of elevation. Now let us see, the girl is watching boy A. She has to tilt her head down. So it is going to be angle of depression. Imagine the boy is watching a girl. He has to raise his head. So that is going to be angle of elevation. Now in case the boy watches the another boy B, that means he has to tilt his head down. So that is going to be angle of depression. Now imagine a boy B is watching a boy A. That means that is angle of elevation. So one thing is clear, if you raise your head, that is going to be angle of elevation. If you lower your head or tilt your head down, that is going to be angle of depression. So let us continue. One instrument we want to discuss, that is clinometer. The clinometer is an instrument used to measure angle of elevation as well as depression. So the instrument contains a protractor and a pipe, we can say it as straw, a freely hanging object. So based on this, there is a video which has been made you can just watch it. The link is given below. Let us continue. This is going to be our first example where we are going to study the figure and we are going to find the height of the tower. So it's a pure application of trigonometry. Okay, consider a tower and a man who is watching the top of a tower, and he is at a distance of 30 meters from the foot of the tower. Now here, compared to tower, the height of the man can be neglected. So by keeping that in mind, the lines were joined in the end. So height we don't know, but we know the distance between the foot of the tower and the man. Imagine he has tilted his eyes at around 60 degree. Okay, now this forms a right angle triangle. Okay, we know that trigonometry is applicable to the right angle triangles. So we know the distance, but we don't know the height. Correct. That means we don't know the opposite side, but we know the adjacent side. So the trigonometric ratio which relates opposite side and the adjacent side is nothing but tan. So we are going to use a tan function and then we will find the height of the tower. So this is what it is. So tan C is going to be h by d, that means height by distance. Height we have to find and the distance is given as 30. That means tan 60 degree is equal to h by 30. So tan 60 value we know because we already studied the table. So now cross multiply, it becomes root 3 into 30 is equal to h. Now you can take up the value of root 3, which is 1.732, multiply it, you will get the answer. So h is nothing but 51.96 meters. So let us start with another example where we are going to take a angle of depression. Okay, so this is a figure where there is a stream which is flowing. Okay, there is an aeroplane which is exactly above the one of the banks of the stream, which is at a height of 1000 meters. Okay, imagine a person who is watching the other bank. So now here what happened, if we join everything, we are going to get a right angle triangle. Now this is going to be his line of sight. So where the angle has formed, the angle has formed over here, we will consider that angle as 30 degree. Now we know that the horizontal line is always parallel to the ground. So this angle is going to be 30 degree. So now you can see these two angles which are equal. They are alternate angles. Now we got a right angle triangle. We know the angle. Okay. And this 1000 meters is nothing but an opposite side of the angle. Okay. If I consider triangle ABC, angle C is 30 degree and its opposite side is AB, which is 1000 meters. So that means I know the height and I have to find the distance between the banks. If I find the distance between the bank, it is going to be the width of the stream. So same thing, the trigonometric ratio which relates opposite side and adjacent side is nothing but the tan theta, or we can say tan. Okay, substitute the values. So angle is 30 degrees, so it becomes tan 30 degree is equal to h, which is 1000 meters. So 1000 meters by d. Continue the calculation. Tan 30 we know, which is 1 by root 3. Cross multiply, it becomes 1000 into root 3. So d is equal to 1000 into 1.732, which is a specific value. So multiply, you will get 1732. Thank you.